Working as intended.
Yeah, toss the salad! Make a bigger harem! Alright, we're continuing to grind those love points. Oh, we hit the 4th month. Nitori is still the most important person that I want to talk to. Go around, pick up all my merchant stuff. Get my slaves together. And pick up coins. Chat with people for love points. Hello, Miss Parsi. Ever tried misery cheese sticks? Is something wrong? Do you greet everyone you see like that? Is there something wrong with how I greet people? Being so familiar with everyone really makes me jealous. Jealous? I mean, people do call me over familiar sometimes. Could that actually be a compliment? It's not a compliment calling you a nuisance. You mean I'm... Cry. Greeting others with so much passion only to be despised in return. How sad. What? So just like that I'm despised? Yep, you've been deeply despised from the moment you started acting over-familiar. How could this happen? Wow, she's mean. Naturally, this isn't your fault. Miss Parsi, it's the fault of all those that don't appreciate you. Miss Parsi, you work so hard to greet everyone you're leered in return. It's just a greeting. Just a greeting! You know, all those winners in life never had to work for anything. They can make all the friends they want just by having good parents and a pretty face or even become celebrities. Resent these people. What right? Tell me what right they have to be born happy. But other people's happiness doesn't seem to have anything to do with me? What a waste of energy. I thought it would have been easier to manipulate someone on your level of intelligence. Manipulate? Knowing people's jealousy, seeing them driven to madness as their life gradually falls apart, that jealousy is what I sustained myself on. I see. You weren't jealous at all, yet the more I thought about it, the more jealous I became. Jealousy burns in my chest, my power rises, and my day gets a lot worse. Some food ought to suppress it. I wanted to say this before, but you swap character really quickly, huh? What's that? Misery cheese sticks. It quickly calms down an excited body. Hell's specialty. Want a bite? Sure. Bitter! Humans say good medicine tastes bitter. Once you've experienced the bitterness, the sweet aftertaste shall follow. All the yokai here have less than delightful pasts. These cheese sticks can bring them some comfort, so it's pretty popular in the underworld. I don't really understand. Can't you just eat something sweet? Why do you need the bitterness? You can't understand because you're blessed. I'm so jealous. It's imperative someone as blessed as you try these misery cheese sticks. Only then you'll understand the pain of the underworld's yokai. Okay. Hi Yugi, I never thought the underworld would be such a lively place. I got wine, what about you? True, things have been getting pretty lively lately. I heard this place was originally hell. How did it become what it is today? Then in a story I can tell in a day. If you want to chat with a noni, you gotta offer up some wine, right? Eh? Wine? What? You telling me the surface got so bland that they stopped drinking altogether? Of course not, it's just that if one drinks with an oni, worst that happens is you get drunk. Stop being a coward. I have important work to do at night, so I can't drink willy-nilly. How about if I whip up some bar snacks next time I come over? You're an Izakaya, right? Your cooking must be pretty good. Okay, then I'll be waiting for you and your snacks. Alright. 2 beverages with high alcohol. There, some tengu tango. Alright, might as well chat with all you guys. Alright, what does Kaguya want? Stuff I have, that's good. And thanks for the booze. Oh, hi Sanae. Miss Sanae, if humans in the outside world really stop fearing yokai, it's not even a question of being afraid or not. With the rapid development of technology, humans don't even believe in the existence of yokai. And of course, that includes the belief in gods, which is gradually declining. In the world I'm from, even the gods of strong divinity have drastically reduced in followers. The only people who believe in living gods like me are almost non-existent. So there are actually humans who don't believe in yokai and gods. The outside world is really scary. Wasn't the reason Gensokyo exists? That's why we moved here. Gensokyo is a place full of things lost to the outside world. That's why Kanako-sama thought that her disappearing faith would also should also enter Gensokyo. Assumed Gensokyo should collect faith? That's right, Kanako-sama made a wise decision. Although there are not many humans here, there's a constant supply of faith. It's a world of miracles. You're so happy about it. Well, what's wrong? There's something I don't know if I should say. In manga, refusing to explain a statement like that is just like foreshadowing for a major plot development. Huh? Just quickly tell me, Limit Sanae goes to great lengths to collect faith. I've seen you spending the entire day running around for it. You don't seem to have much divine power in you. Is it possible that you haven't been collecting as much faith as you think? Of course not, don't underestimate me. I collect faith in the name of Moriya Shrine. All of it is given back to Kanako-sama and Suwako-sama. Hey, so that's why, huh? Then why? Why what? Aren't you a god as well? Even though you're a human, you're also a god, right? So why don't you need faith yourself? Of course I want faith as well. When I first came to Gensokyo, I was really ambitious too. However, I quickly realized that my miracles may have been impressive in the outside world, but Gensokyo, where nothing is strange, they are quite ordinary. That's true. From then on, I understood that here I'm not special. I didn't come here as a living god, but just as an ordinary human. When did you say that you came here to collect faith? And why are you trying so hard to collect faith when you know you can't get much? Even if I'm not worshipped, I can still go on living as an ordinary human, but Kanako-sama and the others can't do that. If you lose your faith as a god, then you lose your powers and your divinity cannot increase. To a god, that's equivalent to death. It doesn't matter whether I'm a god or a human, amigo who serves the gods, I can't let this happen. Especially when it comes to those two, I can't stand by and watch them fall into that situation. I see. I didn't expect that you collected faith with such a motivation. I always thought that you were just a zealous salesman. I'm not that bad. If I understand why you're so attached to your old world, but you won't admit it yourself, is it really that obvious? It's obvious. I don't want Kaneko-sama to know that I still haven't been completely able to say goodbye to the past. Kaneko-sama is a god of majesty and benevolence. I haven't matured yet and I'm still attached to the past. I'm afraid that she will be upset and regret bringing me to Gensokyo. Well, I don't know your god very well. I don't think you have to worry. Why is that? Because aren't you enjoying yourself? You've become a part of Gensokyo. You've made many friends regardless of faith, haven't you? Well, you're right. And it's okay to still be attached. For us yokai, if we can remember something long in the future, it's a happy thing. I'm working hard to hold a big concert, so I'll be sad if I'm just forgotten. Concert held by yokai. Gensokyo really doesn't think with common sense. That's the charm of it. I have prepared a VIP seat for you too. Please do come. I hope that it'll be a concert that you'll be able to hold on to. In that case, I can't be left out. When I came from the outside world, I brought a lot of clothes with me, but never had the chance to wear them. I don't want to throw them away, but I've let them go now, so let them be your attachment. Thank you, I will definitely cherish it. Whoa, and a winter sailor suit. Miss Sanae, I heard that you went to a oh, okay, I already did this. Hi Momiji, how do you like my golden crispy fish cakes? As its name suggests, it's crispy and tasty. I give it a 10 out of 10, the best appetizer I've had. Guess I shouldn't be surprised, the best chef in Gensokyo made it after all. Thank you for giving me the inspiration. I couldn't have come up with this recipe without you. You're too humble. I haven't even thanked you for helping me when I was having a hangover. If you need anything in the future, please let me know. Rank 3. Miss Momiji! Hello! I was behind you this whole time. Why didn't my jump scare work? About that, I already spotted you when you set foot in the mountain a while back. Impossible. Angel's Mountain is at least several miles from where you're sitting right now. Maybe you didn't know, but I can see things over 1,000 miles. Whoa, that's quite the ability. Wait, my ability is actually the opposite of yours. I can make someone have night blindness. Hey, what would happen if I used my ability on you? Please don't experiment on others without their consent. Do tengus still eat the moon? Humans no longer believe that tengus can eat the moon, and we lost that ability accordingly. But the moon still disappears occasionally? According to humans, the moon disappears when the sun, moon, and the earth are in alignment. The sunlight is blocked by the moon, which gives the illusion of it disappearing. The chance of that happening is way too low. Humans nowadays would rather believe that instead of tengus eating the moon. They are pretty weird. I mean... May as well invite you. May as well invite you. May as well invite you. Work slave. So much to do every day. Oh, hello. What's going on with you? Why are you here, Miss Mamizo? I'm collecting information regarding Myouren Temple and the Divine Spirit Mausoleum's main participants of the festival. Something wrong? I'm a bit lost. Why do you want Yokai Trail to win so much? I thought I made it clear the status of Beast Yokai has been declining, so even if status is declining, the only ones who will be affected are small-time Yokai like me. For an ancient Yokai who lives thousands of years, you wouldn't need to worry about this at all, do you? Ho ho, I underestimated you a bit. I don't want to get roped in some instant again. Tell me the true reason. It's not as complicated as you think. Alright, since I'm asking for your help, I had to show you some sincerity. I want Yokai Trail to win for 3 reasons. Gensokyo's native faith in Shintoism. It holds irreplaceable significance within the hearts of many humans and yokai. However, there's been a rise in the power of outside religions. If this continues, I'm afraid maintaining the balance against Gensokyo will be very difficult. This would be bad for yokai kind as a whole, especially if another power were to accumulate enough faith to control the entirety of humankind. You can't let Gensokyo fall into the hands of any faction. Yes, to control the village is to control Gensokyo. This is something of common sense between yokai. I never imagined it to be this serious. The second reason is because my own tanukis have always lived in Yokai Trail and have a rather long history with the place. If I could use the opportunity for them to become active, their powers would surely increase and be a net positive for us tanukis. You just said we can't have any faction getting powerful, yet here you are increasing your own power. I'm just looking out for the little ones. Most beast yokai are simply disorderly mobs. I'm sure you'd agree, yes? Well, as for the third reason, it's nothing more than personal. Maybe you don't know, but I'm not indigenous to Gensokyo. I traveled here from the outside world, invited by a friend. And this friend of mine just so happens to be a disciple of Myouren Temple. From Myouren Temple? It's Nue? She's a blunt one, but also a bit unscrupulous. Not that there's anything wrong with being underhanded, just that things never go her way and she keeps getting farther and farther away from her goal in spite of her best results. Using this chance to knock her down a peg and teach her a lesson ain't sound too bad either. Are you her best friend or her worst enemy? I've told you everything now. Now you know me like your favorite book, but I can't read though. Did that put your mind at ease? Now you need to make connections with disciples from both sides. Remember, know your recipe and know yourself. It's know your... Got it. Chat for love points. Chat for more love points. I've actually got to cook a few things. 2 good with alcohol. 5 immortal turkey. Tofu is good with alcohol. And 5 immortal turkey. Running around all day. Have Miss Yuki try the lion's head. Trying something from the surface every once in a while isn't bad, right? This ain't half bad, but when it comes to wine, the underworld does it best. Well, actually like the surface's wine more. People from the surface and the underground prefer different things, I suppose. I've been living here for a long time. They only have been working here since former hell was just called hell. Oh, I almost forgot. I was just curious about how the street came to be. I thought you were just trying to gain favor with us like the tengu. You just forgot? Compared to acting refined all the time, I like it better when people make honest mistakes. You want to hear the story of the street? Think of it as a bonus to the wine, then. This place was once a big metropolis, but before the plan to reduce overpopulation, former hell was originally the Ministry of Right and Wrong's hell of blazing fires. The what? Right? Wrong Ministry? Monastery? Is that the house of a yokai monk? And that's the Ministry of Right and Wrong, an organization in Hell's public sector. The Oniyama built it to streamline the management of Hell's various competent authorities. So it's such a powerful organization in Hell. Ever since then, the Oni have been living here. This Hell is the only place where even the deceased can't step foot in. And then in order to cut down on costs, Hell separated from the Hell of blazing fires and this place became defunct. But this place is still flourishing and there's still many Oni living here. Yes, some of the Oni moved to New Hell at the time, but some of us thought it was a pain and weren't looking to maintain order, so we decided to build a new society here. Oni are really talented in that aspect. Remember, the mountains once belonged to them, then a few hundred years ago they suddenly vanished and the Tengu took over. Yep, currently Tengu society is them trying to copy how we were back then, but they only copy the surface. They don't know how to think and act like Oni at all. Have you thought of visiting the mountain again? The mountain's split between the Scheme and Tengu and the self-serving Kappa. I ain't gonna have fun with those two boring factions that run in the place. Really? Now ain't the time for idling. After talking for so long, I already finished all the snacks you brought. Well, no kidding, that was fast. Big bites and big sips has always been tradition for Oni. The snacks you brought are nice, but the amount ain't enough to satisfy me. In terms of spirit, you're a long way from being on par with the underworld. Which is popular with wine in the underworld. The wild majestic lion's head, of course, served with strong wine and no one in the underworld can resist. Lion's head, I want to blend with the underworld as well. Can you teach me? Of course I can. Put some more elbow grease into it, birdie. This is a good recipe for Parsi as well, because I believe it has meat and savory, which she likes. There's another one which has like 4 tags that she likes that you can always just keep feeding her. Hi Kaguya, have her try the lunar lover biscuits. The food you wanted earlier is done. Thank you. Usually Ace can handle these kinds of chores. However, she needs to pound rice cakes at the expo and is too busy to handle additional tasks. Isn't it the same regardless of who's pounding rice cakes? Can't some of the rabbits cover for? Of course not. There's a special event named Lunar Rabbits Making Rice Cakes. The event is no longer special if we have non-lunar rabbits. Miss Ace is the only moon rabbit here, right? Did you really want Miss Ace making rice cakes for a whole month? Are you calling my plans flawed? Here, the lunar recipe I promised you earlier. Thank you. You're welcome. But since you now know our secret, we'll have to leave all future lunar Capital Expo cooking to you. Alright, I'm gonna probably open in Aanta anyways, so I spent my last half hour inviting Yugi. Except I can't yet. Fine, I'll just take a bath. And then it's time to open. Music and consequence are the 2 most relaxing things in the entire world. Get stuff from my slaves, I'll open up here. Mild foods are popular. Are they still popular? No. Or, yes they are. Go with beginner recipes for that mild taste. Make everything mild. Alright, let's go with something like this. Eat some mild food, people! Speedy Mystia, wee! Wee! Make mild foods. Here you go! Everyone becomes super happy. Hi, Towie. Not tossing salads yet. You know, sweet and fruity. Hyper mode. I want you to leave quickly, too. You want something spicy. You should happen to know that you like power soup. Make it spicy and fruity. Yay, spell cards. You want something fruity? Make you the exact same thing. With a nice fruity cheap drink. A Narumi appears. You want more fruity stuff. Gotta get your rep up. Stuff finishes so quickly. You want a neat beverage? Alright, Narumi wants something specialty. I can give her just Buddha jumps over the wall, but that just uses up all her budget. Oh, Lion's Head is actually a specialty. Just give it 1,000,000 tags. Make Mokou her usual. And we're getting tips. Alright, the Kaguya wants lunar lover biscuits. Butter, egg, flour, lunar herb. She needs to have a drink she likes though, because she doesn't like a lot of tags on that one. Something vintage and low or mid alcohol. That looks pretty low alcohol. Here, Kaguya, have this. Give Mokou her usual. We'll take back time as well. Give people what they want. Take back more time. And tips. You know, modern and legendary. Get some more hyper mode going. Go back farther in time. Oh, a Nitori appears. Oh, you're hungry. You want Japanese. Alright, there you go, Narumi, have that. Oh, Marisa appears too. Nitori likes pickles. Aquatic pickles that are strange. Here you go, Nitori, have that. Extending arm. And you probably want your usual greasy tofu with a mushroom and an akatsuki, because you like your expensive drinks. Now Nitori wants premium. Premium pickles. You want to enjoy that? Yes. Bye, guys. This stuff crafts quickly too, so farm for more buffs. Make everybody so happy. No other special guests? Yeah, toss the salad! There's no way your stuff gets delivered instantly. End of night service. Oh, that person still made it in. Made it in before the doors closed. Got a hand to deliver the last little sets here. Eat your tasty treats. And throw me more tips. I like how their tips like double what they're actually paying for the food. And get some cash. The most important thing is trying to keep getting my love points up. Chen has a new Izakaya upgrade task. Get my slave to work. Chen, there's something I need your help with. What is it? Open a branch in former hell. Can I ask you to help me expand it? So open a branch in the underworld. That takes a lot of skill. Thanks to everyone's support. In that case, you should have connections with the Shigumo, right? Why are you asking me? Because Miss Yama is too friendly. If I asked her, she'd definitely agree without a second thought. I don't want to owe people favors for no reason. Not bad. That's how an ideal businesswoman thinks. Owing favors is much more costly than owing goods. Make sure you're certain expanding your shop further is going to take no small amount of work. I understand. Then you know the drill. Start preparing the required items. No problem. I'll get ready ASAP. There's something I need your help. What is it? I open a branch in the Palace of the Earth Spirits. Can I ask your help to expand it? So you open a branch in the Underworld. Wait. There's a reason for that. Is that so? But are you really fine doing business with the Palace of the Earth Spirits Mistress? You mean your ability to read minds? It's a bit hard to get used to, but I should be fine. You're a bird brain after all. I doubt there's anything worthwhile stored inside. Since you made up your mind, I won't let it bother me anymore. And thanks for worrying about me. I'm not worried about you. Make sure you have the exact amount of items prepared. No problem. I'll get it ready ASAP. Holy... There's something I need your help with, which is I opened a branch in Myouren Temple. Can I ask you to help me expand it? And did Kyoko build some bridges for you? No, it's actually Miss Mummy's. When did you get involved with the Tanuki's boss? Sansama said Tanukis are all two-faced villains. Don't say I didn't warn you when she swallows you whole. Don't scare me like that. Hey, you did that on purpose, so are you helping or not? Alright, opening more branches isn't anything bad for us either. Thanks, I'm counting on you again. Of course, it'll cost you. I know that. What do you want this time? I hear Myouren Temple specialty beverage has been making the rounds. My cats want to try it too. You want to try the mango pomelo sago, right? No problem, consider it done. Not me, the cats. Alright, another one. There's something I need your help with. Open a branch in Divine Spirit Mausoleum. Can I ask you to help expand it? You open a branch all the way in Senkai, huh? So you're saying a branch in heaven isn't entirely out of the question? No way, you're the only able to open branches all over again because of all my contribution. Of course, I won't forget how much you've helped me. That's more like it. So can I count on you again? I don't work for free, you know. I know that. What do you want this time? I heard Senkai's pine nuts can promote longevity. So why don't you cook up something with it? No problem, I'll get it ready ASAP. It seems that Luna Love Biscuits showed up on the menu in your Izakaya earlier. Is that not allowed? Well, I can't understand it. It's from the moon after all. Sorry, I got carried away. I won't sell this dish in my Izakaya anymore. That's not a problem at all. You don't need to worry about it. Thank you so much. Right, what other interesting cuisines do you have on the moon? There's nothing interesting. Lunar capital is a very bleak place after all. Consuming food is a lowly desire that is frowned upon by Lunarians. What about these Lunar Lover Biscuits? Alright, there's a brand of biscuit that's pretty popular in the outside world, so we wanted to do something similar. Are you just lying to the customers? We're Lunarians, right? The cuisine made by us, of course, should be considered as lunar cuisine, but you made me make them. Well, I authorized you, so the branding is authentic. Alright, now I'm rank 3. Good morning, Miss Kaguya. What happened to you? Water. One sec here, don't drink too fast. Finally back to life. What in the world happened? I got curious about what new drugs Alien was developing, so I swallowed a pill. Turns out it was actually poison. You got way too curious. I feel like I lost 50 years of my life just like that. Good children shouldn't do what I just did. Remember kids, drugs are bad. Please don't do it even if you have an infinite lifespan. You came all at just the right time. Check out my antiques. I heard rumors saying Miss Kaguya is an antique collector. I'm actually an antique appraiser and connoisseur. This is my new collection, Mysterium. What is this? It's just unknown material. Pretty impressive, huh? I have no idea at all what it is even after looking at it for so long, and that's exactly why it's so impressive. Really. Alright, you have stuff you want too. Eat your sorrows away. Hello, Miss Cole. I always feel at ease whenever I see you in the bamboo forest. Are you lost again? Not this time. By the way, Miss Cole, do you know what bamboo can bloom flowers? Of course I know that. Oh, I knew it. I heard the bamboo here blooms once every 60 years. Do you know where there's a good spot for viewing bamboo flowers? I have a couple places in mind. However, it's not like you can just run into bamboo blooming as you wish. As you mentioned, it only happens once per 60 years. That's too bad. 60 years isn't that long. Just come back here then. What's the big deal? 60 years is pretty long even for a yokai. Miss Mokou, are you really a human? Don't say it as if I'm a ghost. Of course I'm a human. Miss Mokou has lived a long time, right? Roughly 1,300 years. For a human, you really have lived a long time. Even I haven't lived that long. It's impossible for a yokai to outlive me, even if you're older than me currently. The truth is, I cannot die even at the ultimate end of the entire world. I feel sad for you all of a sudden. At first I thought being immortal was a quite relaxing affair. Relaxing, you don't need to fear death, hunger, or any other bodily needs, right? Immortality sounds tempting, doesn't it? I was seduced by its lies and made a decision that I would regret forever. However, immortality is not as nice as what people made it out to be. It's actually a sugar-coated curse. When I gained immortality for the first 300 years, humans hated me inside and out. As a result, I lived a hermit lifestyle and tried to avoid everyone and everything. How come? The Gensokyo back then was different, drastically different. Humans could not accept me and called me a freak. The long-lasting life made me a primary target for the traditionalists. You gained an undying body, you lost your home and community. Therefore, I hated this world for the next 300 years. Back then, it didn't matter who I saw. Yokai, humans, gods, I would fight them immediately. It was one of the few things that barely kept me sane. I'm glad we didn't meet each other then. For the next 300 years, few yokai nearby dared to challenge me anymore. They hid whenever they saw me. I lost what motivated me. I was banished to nothingness and powerless to do anything to change it. This is my punishment for my sin. I know there is no redemption for me. The only thing I can do is silently accept it. However, guess what? After those 300 years, I ran into that immortal nemesis. Are you referring to Miss Kaguya? That's right. She's solely responsible for putting me in this mess. so happy about it. For so many years, she didn't have it easy either. As the noble moon princess, she lived like a rat, hiding from everything. She freaking deserves it. Her appearance was just like adding spice to my life. It's a happy ending? Who knows? Well, I do not know what past was like. The Gensokyo nowadays can easily accept someone like Miss Mokou. Sounds like you're trying to ease my past suffering. For Miss Mokou in your endless life, you're bound to forget your first 1,000 years eventually. Forget it eventually? Right, how about this? I'll turn all of your past into a dish. That way you can literally eat your sorrow away. Maybe only a bird brain like you can come up with such an absurd idea. Sounds pretty good, right? Could you tell me what you normally like to eat? Are you starting already? I actually kind of like your eagerness. For me, I'll take something stimulating and aura bursting. Second thought, something legendary sounds nice as well. Aura bursting, legendary. I see, I'll prepare something right away and let you pick which one you enjoy more. Coins and Wind Priestess. More love points. So any ideas regarding Sato-sama's loss of appetite? I haven't thought of anything yet. Then you need to think harder. I'm doing the best I can. It's just that I don't know Miss Satori very well. So you want to know Sato-sama better? Why don't you say so sooner? All you have to do is ask me. She's so excited. Well, the pets of the palace, I'm sure I'm more or less the one who spends the most time around Satori-sama. Then can you tell me what kind of food Miss Satori prefers? Falling off your high horse already? That's because I'm a stranger to cooking. Being Sato-sama did all the cooking for us. Then she took in pets who were good at cooking, and then they've been doing it ever since. Having mistress cook for you, aren't you living the dream? Don't owners usually normally cook for their pets? I suppose, although it's hard to imagine the mistress of the Palace of the Earth Spirits cooking for everyone. It's been a while since then. I really miss the nekon manma she used to make for me. What's that? Food specifically meant for cats? Elaborate, please? You know, like food for a cat. It's stuffed with ingredients that cats love and soup. You mean something like a rice bowl? I'm a stranger to cooking. I don't know even if you ask me. How about I make a rice bowl for you to try? Sure. It's really hot here. It's because I opened the skylight below just now. I'll close it later. Why open the skylight? Isn't the hell of blazing fires down there? It's my job. I'm in charge of making sure the remains of blazing hell doesn't go out of control. I know it's such an important responsibility, so why open the skylight? To regulate the flames. When the flames get too hot, I open the skylight. When the flames are too cold, I throw in the corpses delivered by Onion. That's a pretty simple solution. Sato-sama said simple solutions suit me the best. Because you're a bird brain? Yeah, that's it. You're one too. How great. Are you trying to compliment me? Bird brain fan club. Of course it's a compliment. Is having a bird brain bad? We're often called stupid precisely because we have smaller brains. But Sato-sama says I'm cute. She pats my head all the time. I also frequently help Sato-sama do her hair. It's all fluffy and soft. Touching it feels the best. You guys are really close because Sato-sama is always nice to us pets. Like us hell ravens, we've been living here even back when the underworld was still hell. When this land became defunct, it was Sato-sama who gave us a roof over our heads. Miss Sato is so kind. I'm so lucky to have met a mistress like her. Sato-sama is the best mistress in the world. She'd even cook for us when she had free time. Her cooking is irresistible. Which dish was it? Omelets, my favorite. There's nothing special about omelets. Salty omelets are not just any omelets. How should I put it? They have a salty kind of taste and some kind of creamy fragments as well, I think. Creamy fragments? Back then, Sasama often had this smell on her, but it's been a long time since she smelled like that. What was it? Can't remember. Maybe it's probably cheese, right? I'm pretty sure it's cheese, but let's go with the other ones. No way, how could lemon be salty? No way, how could milk be salty? How about honey? And now it's cheese. Cheese? Doesn't Miss Salty have a cheese room? I heard that she used to like making cheese by hand, but she's recently been busy, so she had her pets come take care of it. Now that you mentioned that seemed to ring a bell. We're both bird brains, so why is yours better than mine? Maybe it's because I'm always memorizing recipes, so my memory has gotten better. I see, so if you practice a lot, you'll be able to remember things. Can I ask a favor? Can you make the dish for me once? So someone hasn't made it in a long time, and I'm afraid that I'll forget the taste. No problem, let me grant this small wish of yours. The phone actually saves a lot of money, too, because I don't have to transport anywhere. Do I have any of these things left? Yes. Thanks for free random ingredients. What do I do with this money? Buy all the kitchenware. Make nice empty inventories. Buy everything. Do my yokai area loop. Alright, you still need to drop by. As do you. And you should be done. Miss Narumi here to play with you. You took your sweet time, didn't you? I've been waiting for you. Waiting for me? Do you need something from me? Not really. If you don't come by and play with me, then I got nothing better to do than just standing here alone. You can come and play with me at my place, you know. I guess I should ask, where do you live? I live in a treehouse in the middle of the yokai trail. Are you really going to come and play with me? I'll consider it. That's great. That's one small step for Miss Narumi, but a giant leap for need kind. Hey, I'm not making any promises. I only told you that I'm considering it. It's not a promise. That's more than enough. You've been a NEET for way too long. You need to adjust after all. I still don't understand. What? Why are you trying to help me? You're not gaining anything in turn. I'm not a NEET when I'm not a NEET anymore, right? And you still don't get it? I'm sad. I thought we were already friends. Sorry, I didn't mean that. I was just kidding. Trying to make a fool out of me? I'll pluck all of your feathers. No, my feathers have already been plucked by a lot of human kids. At this rate, I'll be a featherless chicken soon. Really? Fine, I'll tell you the truth. I'm worried about you. Living like a statue when you finally gifted this wonderful life is a little too wasteful. So what, do you always want to interfere with other people's affairs? If you made that decision after seeing all the wonders of this world, I would totally respect it. But you never walked out of your comfort zone. I believe it's best for you to at least walk outside and follow your heart. I see, so I'm just a frog at the bottom of a well in your eyes. It's not exactly what I had in mind. No need to play it down. As a stone statue, I can only stay in one place, and that hasn't changed much after I came alive. If it's not the frog at the bottom of the well, I don't know what it is. I just wanted to ask, Kensokyo's beautiful, right? Yes, very. It might not be a bad idea for me to go on an adventure once in a while. Who knows, maybe something good will happen. You'll definitely have a wonderful time. What a bold promise. Miss Narumi, please accept this. Is this a concert ticket? Since you finally want to explore outside of the forest, I can finally invite you. If you get the chance, I hope you can come and attend my concert. While I'm not sure about the exact date of the performance, I will definitely hold one sometime in the future. If you happen to walk by, no matter when, there will always be a seat for you in the VIP section. You've done so much for me. It will be a shame that maybe even outright disrespectful I miss your concert. Definitely take the ticket and attend your concert. In return, please take this with you. A Jesus statue. Do you want me to display it around my house? Just do it and see what happens. Maybe it can bring you good fortune. Feels like I'm carrying you with me. Okay, I'll take it and take good care of it. Good luck to the both of us. Definitely. Hi, Nuhe. You guys should be reaching end of rank 1 soon, right? I think a flying ship landed around here a moment ago. Oh, you saw it? 'Twas the Palanquin ship. What? So the rumors are true? Myouren Temple really does have a flying ship? It's true, and the captain of the ship is yours truly. What? You're the captain? If you're a captain, why do you have such a penchant for flooding boats with water? Chatting with the captain while flooding the boat is super interesting, I'll tell you. I don't get it. Chances to board a ship against are so few, so I'm so bored. I couldn't wait to leave the sea back in the day. Now that I'll never see it again, I'm starting to miss it. Against Tokyo has no seas. What is a life at sea like? Life at sea is actually rather dry. You fall asleep at the sea and you wake up to the sea. The only excitement a sailor gets is a typhoon, knowing you could lose your life at any moment. Staying close to the winds, as they say. True, that's the bit that's interesting. But if you're sailing across the seas, at least you have a limitless supply of delicious seafood, right? Stay at sea long enough and you just smell of seawater will make you sick, let alone seafood. True, seafood isn't seafood, but the result of an accident, which would be a long time ago. A ship arrived at the Bay of Biscay. This is the bay where storms were common occurrence. Many ships and sailors met their end here. That's what's called the sailor's grave. Why would you go to such a dangerous place? The sea has no shortage of accidents. If you don't understand even that, what are you doing on a ship? Humans would often do things that put their life at risk. It sure is strange. Yeah, and surprisingly, the ship ran into trouble too. Luckily, the crew wasn't swept away by the waves. They all survived and swam to a small island nearby. That's great, but unfortunately, the island was almost completely barren. There wasn't much to fill their stomachs with. This continued sooner or later, they would starve to death. but they just barely survived. Luckily, along with the crew, their badly bruised ship drifted to the shore with them. It wouldn't sail anymore, but the cargo hold was packed with flour and cheese. What amazing luck! Now they can wait until they're rescued. But luckily, when they pulled their life-saving treasure from the wreck, it was already toast from the seawater. How many times will their hopes be destroyed? Not all hope was lost. As a chef, you should be well aware. Don't leave me at a cliffhanger. You gotta give that tiny brain of yours some exercise. How does one go about saving ingredients soaked in seawater? If I had an oven, all I know it's... Eat as is. Eat raw flour, bass in salt water? You're arresting human stomachs. How about a hot kettle? I've seen Mystias use a hot kettle to bake mushrooms, but do you think everyone has one? How about an oven? The ship is in pieces and the cargo hold is flooded in oblivion. It'd be too broken to use assuming they had one in the first place. It's gotta be the sun. The crew combined the soaked flour and cheese together, kneading it flat and laying it out in the reef, where it was quickly baked by the sun. These sun-baked desserts not only saved their lives, but it was also nice and crispy. It allowed the survivors to hold out for around a month, where they would be saved by a passing ship. Save it last, but the recipe for this dessert sounds a bit familiar. To commemorate being rescued, after the survivors got back, they baked some more using the same methods and named them biscuits. So they were biscuits. Yep, this story is the origin of biscuits. Interesting, I feel like making some myself after that story, but that means I haven't had one in a while too. I think once I get the phone, it'll save me like just maybe a couple thousand a day. Alright, people need cooking done. You need cheese. And these. Or a bursting legendary beef bowl. They need a sort. Alright, give away more food. I don't think I have anything to use with pine nuts yet. I probably have to get the, do some of the quests for around the Myouren Temple area. Don't mice love things like this? They should make good traps. And as per agreement, I'll renovate your Izakaya for you. Don't get too comfortable here. Remember to do business in other locations. How sweet, it's just as sweet as rumors claim. The cats told me that. And then as per agreement, I'll renovate your shop for you. Don't get too comfortable here. Remember to do business in other locations. I need 5 with the strange tag. 4 with the strange tag. Expansions. Cats occasionally like these kinds of things as well, right? As per agreement, I'll renovate your Izakaya. Don't get too comfortable here. Hi, Mokou. That was quick. Please dig in. Both of these are great. I'm having a hard time picking a winner here. Both are great. I understand. In that case, I'll just create something that houses both these characteristics. Then I look forward to it. Try to create something that makes me feel alive. Leave it to me, Fuji's lava. Hello, did you have something like this in mind when you described the nekomama? Tastes similar, but doesn't have that comfortable feeling to it when Sato-sama made it for me. How would it taste comfortable? Let me then guess the beef feels off. How come it's fresh beef? The nekomama, I remember, doesn't have something stiff and hard like beef. Ingredient more appropriate for cats would be... venison. Deers are adorable. Why would I eat one? Ingredient more appropriate for cats? I mean, it's fish, right? The food someone makes for me isn't that petty. Ingredient more appropriate for cats would be fish. Obviously, cats love fish. That's true. I think I know what nekomama is. Let me try making when I have the chance. Alright, we'll have my slaves give me my ingredients. We'll head down here again, because we're working on Kaguya and Mokou. Mild foods again. I'm just choosing random drinks. Alright, let's go with this setup. Suddenly 2 yen. Oh, I forgot to set up a Narumi statue outside my, my home. Mokou appears. She has a bunch of stuff that she doesn't like. Also make it spicy. There you go. Orange. Green. Here comes Kaguya. Now you're way more satisfied. Will you turn back time for me? Thanks. You want sweet and sweet. There's you with the 10 million tags on it. And Toei left immediately. And I'm going back in time. Just give you stuff that covers all your tags. So we'll keep going back in time. Probably wait a bit of time before I trigger Kaguya's thing again. Get mob buffs. Give you some sake, and I know you like sake as well. If you live in the mountain, you may rely on the mountain. Here's your super tag miso. Back in time. Alright, we have an incoming horde. And Kaguya's finally done. Feed the horde of tengus. It's probably gonna work against me in case the special guest comes along. Need buffs. Long notes. Hyper mode. Let's keep the line moving. If I had, I think, Yamame here, that would be helpful, because I believe Yamame can keep them in the queue. Alright, now I'll start making stuff on here. Now that the end of the night's here, keep them around longer. Alright, I think, is that the end of the night? You guys all done? Nope. At least I'm not working as much overtime as when Alice drops by. All done. But I'm in the negatives because I just spent all the money for completely pointlessly yesterday. Let's turn on the Jizo figure. Mood rockets. You just pick up random ingredients and shit from it. Like, random offerings. Hi Mokou, how did you like it? I'm here to ask about your opinion on Fuji's lava. The bubbles rising from the pot are actually kind of like lava bubbling. It's pretty entertaining. Their pot is like an active volcano. I knew it. Miss Mokou loves it. Fujiwara volcano. Do you already know me inside out? Looks like I can't underestimate you anymore. Hey, it's best just get married already. Miss Mokou, I'm here to play with you again. Looks like you familiar yourself with the bamboo forest. Not really, it doesn't matter how many times I come here, I can still easily get lost. Bamboo here grows way too quickly, it looks different every time I'm here. I was thinking what I would do if I didn't run into you. I still need your guidance to get out of here. Looks like you're getting more and more fearless now. Miss Mokou, I heard that Fujiwara is a noble last name. Do you happen to be a daughter of some noble family? You like this again. Once we start discussing anything about your past, you become silent. Sorry, I'm not blaming you or anything. Please don't worry. I didn't mean to push, I just wanted to chat. If so, then why don't you tell me more about this rumor? What do you know about that family name? About everything, get some froggy coins. Get my slave to work. Love points. Hello, Miss Yamame. Beware of food poisoning. Probably just making another trip to the underworld. I think it's different. I think the difference in food between the surface and the underground is really interesting. Yokai from the surface taking interest in the underworld, that's not something you see every day. Usually they'd avoid this place at all costs. Speaking of which, I didn't have a good impression of the underworld either. I heard the underworld was a place where despised yokai reside, so I had some prejudice towards everybody here. Come on, it's fine. It's true that we're despised after all. We're a bunch of yokai that decided to hide underground precisely because the surface doesn't accept us. That's so sad. People shun us for a reason. We can complain, but it can't be helped. Just why exactly? Never mind the others, but Miss Yamame. Miss Yamame is very friendly. Why would the surface despise you? Because I'm a Tsukumo. Even though I had the purest of intentions as a Tsukumo, every human I touch would inevitably fall sick. If we moved around willy-nilly, we might cause trouble for the entire village. Be it human or yokai, it's natural they don't see us in a good light. Is there no other way? Recently, a doctor in the bamboo forest seems to have developed a special type of medicine, but if there's a cure, no one would want to get sick. I don't mind if I can't go to the surface. Life in the underworld is pretty exciting. There's even the occasional human bold enough to venture into the blowhole. I'm sure those humans would like you very much if they talked to you. Nah, not possible. I'd scare them away the moment they see me. Isn't that a bit too negative? I think Miss Yamame is very adorable. Thanks for the compliment, but maybe humans and yokai view things differently, or maybe they always catch me when I'm eating. Not my most elegant side, I'll admit. Don't tell me you're eating. You're overthinking it. Even in the underworld, eating humans went out of style a long time ago, and seeing you eat shouldn't make them run for their lives, right? I recently fell in love with some homemade insect noodles. It might look a bit filthy. It won't harm your stomach, right? No, probably. Do you like eating noodles? There's a lot of healthy and delicious noodles on the surface. I'll make some for you next time I come here. And then thanks. I need to work in at least one of these areas, each of these areas, just so I can get them, so I can to the point where I can invite. Before my third eye, even your deepest thoughts, I'm gonna chat. Because love points. Excuse me, Miss Satori, leave. Miss Satori, I refuse. Also bags under your eyes. At least listen to what I have to say. I don't mean to disturb you. I was asked by Oni to help me recover my appetite, so you would like to know what food I prefer. I've heard everything on your mind. Since you already know, why are you still asking me to leave? Precisely because you're disturbing me. All work and no food will make your brain rot away. That is none of your concern. Moreover, I have not been skipping meals. You treat eating like it's part of your job. That kind of mindset will cause indigestion. Quack nonsense. It's not nonsense, and I'm a night sparrow, not a duck. I'm already exhausted, and there are still documents pressed. I have no energy to play the fool. Yeah, you look like you'll fall asleep at any moment. Why don't you leave it for now and take a break? Will the documents vanish if I leave them alone? The work I leave unfinished will be completed by other pets. Running away is merely pushing the work onto them. You're a good owner if you care so much for your pets. No wonder Odin is so worried about you. I'm aware that is why I chose to overlook the fact that she allowed you to open shop here without proper permission. Yawn, but that does not mean I will be subject to your torment. You yawned again. Are you really okay? I'm fine. If you truly wish to help me, how about finding something that will keep me awake? You're really pushing yourself. If I could finish all my work in one go, I'll have time to rest. Maybe I would even have time to oblige you. Alright, I'll prepare it for you right now. Please wait for a moment. 5 beverages are stimulating. I have coffee, right? Here you go, Miss Satori, are you okay? Thank you for the stimulating beverage. Now that I'm awake, I'll finish all my work in one go. Alright. Still looks like there's lots of work. Here, are you done? Yes, today's work is more or less complete. Good job! I've been waiting all this time just to ask my preferences. I promised Odin after all. Before the bustle of former hell, I always loved admiring the underground scenery while eating sakura pudding. Sakura pudding? If you must make something for me, why not make sakura pudding? It's been a while since I had one. Good choice. Desserts can help reduce fatigue. Let me try making it. Because everybody here wants stuff made for them. Child labor! Child labor! Alright, you guys need to drop by. Huh, what's going on here? Alright, I told you that I can take care of myself. You don't need to keep sending me stuff every couple of days. That's because you can't find anything good here. It doesn't matter, I'm not here to live extravagantly. That's why I can't understand you at all. You're now no longer human and finally a magician. We all thought you would come back, but you decided to stay. I still have unfinished business. I know that, and that's exactly why I'm so worried about you. I know exactly how tough you have it here. What have you been talking about? You think I don't know? Going to the human village every morning to perform puppet shows for the humans there, then coming back home in the afternoon and continue to research magic, not to mention repairing those puppets even past midnight? What's wrong with that? You aren't me. How do you know I'm not enjoying this lifestyle? What kind of enjoyment could you possibly have? You're working 24/7, you still promise that weird bird yoko that you'll collect ingredients for her. She's referring to me? Yumeko, you don't understand at all. No, I don't. I'm just mad that our little Makai princess is living like a rat running errands every day above ground. If Shinki-sama were to know, she'd definitely feel horrible. I don't think so. Master Shinki would definitely support my decision. Yeah, only Shinki-sama understands you. Everyone voted no when you wanted to leave, but Shinki-sama gave you permission right away. Alright, that's enough for one day. I won't be going back. If you keep this up, I'll have to escort you out of here. You're just... Fine, I give up. Didn't you say you'd like the treats I brought from here last time? I brought extra with me today. Who's there? Hi. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop when you two were talking. I just couldn't find the right moment to intervene. The polite thing to do in such a situation is just walk away. I'm sorry. Forget it, Yumiko. She's here for me. With the way you kept going on like that, even I got scared of you, let alone her. If only that were true, you've never been afraid of me. Come here, Mystia. Yumiko always speaks harshly, but she's kind of caring deep down. Don't worry too much about what she said before. Humph. I'm really sorry. Don't be. Come here. Let me formally introduce you to each other. Previous mentioned, she's my companion from Makai. Her name is Yumiko. Wait, what? You mentioned me before? Yes, Miss Alice told me that you are her important family. Humph. Hey, did I? Hey. Miss Yumiko is very innocent. Who do you think you are? I'm sorry. Yumiko's a little defensive, but she's not bad by any measure. When you know her well, she'll be a reliable partner. She's Master Shinki's best creation in her right hand. She's very strong and she gives out a dangerous aura. And Yumiko, this right here is my friend on the surface, the owner of the Night Sparrow Izakaya, Mystia. I know her. She tricked you into running all over the forest collecting ingredients with an empty concert ticket. What do you mean by running all over the forest? I'm collecting ingredients with my magical puppets. It's pretty easy for me, actually. I understand the world here above ground and all, trying to open an izakaya as a yokai. See, Yumiko, you know too little about the surface. That's why you don't understand us, especially me. Come work for me. Fine, if you insist, then I'll stay here with you. I'll see for myself if the world above ground is as entertaining as you say. Miss Alice, surely she can't be serious. I am serious. Please don't. I need to concentrate when researching magic. I can't be disturbed even if it's you. What an ungrateful brat. I won't bother you. Right, I can just bother her instead. Eh? Me? I won't be a burden to you. Aren't you running an izakaya? Then I'll work for you. I'm doing you a big favor, you hear? Eh? As long as you don't disturb my research, I'm fine either way. Miss Alice, Yumiko might be a little reckless this time, but she never crosses the line, especially when it comes to work. Really, I'm the right hand of Makai's creator. What are you complaining about? It's decided then. Gensokyo, here I come. Can I really trust her? Alice says I don't understand her, even I. But I should be able to understand if I stay here, right? Also, slave. Use throwing knives to deliver food? I gotta keep going shopping. Miss Nui uses her race by her name? Which means you're very fond of your race, right? Because if I didn't, no one would know I'm a Nue. Really? Did Mamizo get some clueless bird brain like you to make us laugh? You know, Miss Mamizo, more than that, I know you're working together behind everyone's backs. Don't start panicking now, you still gotta put on a good show for me. Aren't you one of Myouren Temple's disciples? But of course, however, they won't let me participate in the competition anyhow, so you can't blame me for having some fun, right? Hey, you know who's going to represent Myouren Temple in the competition? You're not getting anything from me. Turning a blind eye is the most I'm doing for Mamizo. Besides, I really don't know anything. But you know for certain you won't be competing? See, those guys never let me join in on anything fun. Those guys? The whole temple. You mean you're being ostracized? Come and think of it, you do seem to be by yourself most of the time. What, you gotta say I have no friends too? Not at all. It's just, I don't think everyone is really... I gave Byakuren a whole lot of headaches, so people are justified not accepting me. The hell I'm telling a bird brain like you for? Sorry, if you don't mind, I can be your friend. I just said I don't know nothing about the competition. My lips are sealed anyhow, so I'm not digging for information. I just really want to be friends. You pull my leg? You know I go all the way back to the Heian era, right? A small bird like you, one can't become friends overnight. Let's just take our time. That reminds me, a while back I saw you outside the temple by yourself. I think you were eating frog? Isn't that something Taoist humans eat during cultivation? If you really have nothing to eat, don't get ahead of yourself. I'm not that pathetic. That's no frog. That's my specialty cotton candy. Cotton candy? Myouren Temple has a disciple called Unzan who's a shape-shifting noodle. His face just screams cotton candy. Here's the kicker. He's actually a stubborn and all too serious grandpa. So I thought, wouldn't it be funniest thing if I turned his likeness into sweet and fluffy cotton candy? So it's a prank? It's not good to waste food, you know. I'm not wasting food. You have tried cotton candy before, right? Could something as weightless as that really satisfy someone? Man, you sure you're a chef? This is a super popular snack in the outside world. Eh? Want to learn it? You're willing to teach me? I'd really love to see that old grandpa's face when he finds out the Unzan cotton candy. But I can't just walk up to him and flail it around. If you put it on your shots menu for me, I'll be more than willing to teach you. I understand your motives aren't pure, but it shouldn't be too big of a problem, right? I don't have a habit of storing food, so if you're taking up my offer, go prepare some ingredients. Understood? Peach. Here you go. Since the ingredients have been prepared, let's start. Don't blink now. Burn this into your memory and sell it to all your customers. I'll be able to enjoy Unzan's face to realize he's been turned into cotton candy. So you're using me to do your dirty work. You want it or not? I do. Boo. Uh-oh, what's going on now? Baked sweet potato. Gah! Here we go again. You really gave me a scare. Huh? I scared you? Why? It's nothing. And something is definitely off. Not at all. Why do you keep coming to a cemetery? Yokai Sparrow shouldn't have any business here. You're one to talk. Speaking of, why are you here all day? Don't you think a cemetery and a karakasa Olaka go hand in hand? An umbrella and a cemetery. They go hand in hand how? It took me a while to discover the secret technique. As long as I'm in a cemetery, I'm guaranteed to scare any human, even the ones that wouldn't bat an eye if they ran into me half to death. It's the ultimate trick. So that's how it is. This cemetery is a karakasa Olaka's heaven. Poof. What was that just now? Crap. What's wrong? So I said, why do you keep coming to the cemetery? And somehow we're back to square one. This place belongs to me. The heck, I'm not leaving. Are you up to no good? Not at all. What's that over there? Nothing. Nothing at all. Something's definitely off. And this is... So you still found out. You were being so jumpy that I thought you were hiding something amazing. Is it just a baked sweet potato? Give it back. I was saving it for dinner. Okay. Wait, does that mean you were shooing me out of fear I'd take away your sweet potato? It's baked sweet potato. No one in this world... No one in this world... No one in this world twice. It's so important she said it twice. Can hold back after laying eyes on one of them. You think I'm that petty, huh? It's just a baked sweet potato. I can make it too. Oh, you're gonna cook one too? Without breaking a sweat. I'm not as petty as you. Come try my baked sweet potato if you have the chance. It's a promise. Baked sweet potatoes are my favorite. Don't eat too many. I'll upset your stomach. Oh, so that sound just now was go and make some. Go and make some already. Go and get some basic love points with you guys. Continue my futo fetish. I have the feeling I'm forgetting to do something. Do need 2 of these though. Come back to Yamame. Here you go. Noodles from surface are pretty delicious as well, right? Don't eat that strange stuff in the future. It might look a bit strange, but those noodles are really tasty too. Turning insects into noodles. It's not actually turning insects into noodles, just something that looks like insects. What could it be? Insects. Just said they don't look like insects. That should be it. The shell retains the insect's original flavor. On top of that, it even has a crispy texture. The insect's original flavor. You really don't know what to expect from the underworld's food. Why don't I try making it as well? I look forward to it. When you do make it, I'll be sure to try it. Crispy spirals. And open here again. Gotta keep working on Kaguya and Mokou. Sell booze that I have a bunch of. Alright, please come by, Nitori. I want my telephone. Run back and forth. This is exactly what I needed. Hi, Mokou. Alright, what are you looking for? Dry and spiciness. Just keep giving me the same thing. Incoming Guya. And Mokou is happy. Same thing for you. And what's the Guya want? History and culture. Which always give you this with all the tags. Whoops. This has hot on it too, right? Yeah, it does. Ah, there's a Nitori. Signature, good with alcohol. Make it salty. And strange. There you go, try that out. Oh, Nitori's gone already? Wish she would stay longer. And keep going back in time. Man, you're eating a lot. Farther back in time. You also have a high budget, so we're gonna keep going. Oh no, Kaguya's done. Uh-oh, the horde is gonna approach. An unhealthy diet is just right for me. So greasy. Alright, incoming horde. More horde. Probably running low on shrimp. Long note. Whoops. Oh well. What's my combo gonna do for me except give me more experience? I'm not paying attention. tengu. A lot of life white wolf tengu for 271 seconds. That's like the rest of the night. And back to fishing for buffs. Alright, sorry guys, most of you won't get to eat. Bye guys. Nom nom, eats so much tengu. And you guys want more. Last customer, and I look alike. Done. We're serving quite a few guests. Alright, Chief Maid's consignment. And mild foods are still popular. Nitori, please. Alright, so we did a lot of level 1 chatting. So next time, I'm just gonna keep going. I want to finish off Nitori. Wait, that came out wrong. Alright, thanks for watching! Did you like this video? If you did, hit that like button, leave a comment, and share it with your friends. You can click on the left button to subscribe, and the right one to watch more of Mystias Izakaya. Eat! Yuyuko eats!